Right. If you know the meaning, oh gosh, of medium in the spiritual world, spiritual aspect, right? When you are a medium, you are the in between of the spirit world, the energies around you, and you, the material self, the meat suit. We're wearing, we are wearing a meat suit in this lifetime, okay? No matter how it looks, no matter what color, no matter what. And I do believe wholeheartedly by this day and age, because I'm old, that we are all here for a purpose, for a reason, but there are humans per se that are just here to occupy space. And being a medium, like empathic, I have my other channel, Celia's Tarot, and I'll link it here. But regardless, being a medium and an empath, a light worker, a having your soul tribe, which is my family, and having, well, okay, so let me say the story first. It's a scary story. Well, not a scary story, but it's a story. I have a lot of stories that I'm remembering from the past, from my childhood, from this one is really childhood. This one is like 13, 14 years of age. And my parents were, they were Catholic. I'm not religious, but they were Catholic, and they also were spiritual, espiritista in Spanish. I don't know, I'm Cuban, so that's how they would call it, spiritists. And we would go to misas espirituales, and it's not church. That is like a gathering of people with the same mindset, the same belief. There were different ones also, like stronger beliefs per se. Um, but they would gather, and mostly Cuban people, and they would gather like in a circle, and everybody would sit, and then there would be blessing and blessings of the whole space that we were going to speak to the other side as mediums. Okay, I've seen this a lot in my life time so far. So I was sitting in that circle. I believe I went with my parents. I'm not sure if my sister was there. She wasn't too into that, I think. But we went, and I sat in that circle. And I can attest to this being true, to people being so called possessed also by bad energies. And I have another story about that one with my ex. But this time I was so young and naive also. I was new to all of this, but used to go. It was good, but everybody was blessed per se and protected in their own way. I was protected by my parents also, and everybody there. And these little masses, you can say, they would use agua florida, Florida water, and tabaco, like the smokes, the cigarette, no, not cigarettes, the bigger ones, tobacco. I don't know. And they would um, call onto their guides in these misas espirituales, spiritual masses. And what they would do, and it was all safe, it was all good spirits. Sometimes dark spirits would come through. They would come into, we are energy. We are energy. This meat suit that we wear this lifetime, we are just energy. And then sometimes bad energies will come in, but they would, the master person of the misa, of the mass, would tell them to leave, that you don't belong here, you need to leave. Just like people tell you, or, like in movies and stuff, that you need to go away, you can't be here. We have control. We are the potent energy. Okay, we are the meat suit. But then all of a sudden, here's where it comes. So many minutes in, sorry. And this is how I learned even more about that stuff and that it does exist. I was sitting there in the circle. I had, I think, two older women next to me. I was very young, 13, 14. And all of a sudden, they're calling in like whoever wants to come through, the spirit guides, blah, blah, blah. And then I felt, I promise you, a kind of, it's not so much as lightheaded, it's as if something wants to move in. It's a weird feeling, very, very strange. But the main thing was back here. And that's why they say, in Spanish especially, la nuca, the back of your neck, and of course the top of your head, the fontanelle when the baby is born, right? Are very important places, areas here and back here where you can feel energy. Like when you have a neck ache, God, I've had one. No, that's because I sleep like a dork. But the back of the neck also, but that's what I felt. And hold on, wait for it. I felt it here, like something wanting to move in. It's like if you are, watch the filter go crazy. You are moving over, and whatever wants to come in, wants to come in, but softly, nicely. They want to speak through you. It's very cool. It's scary as fuck, but I rejected it. Me, I got scared because I felt something wanting to move in and talk through me. Someone, or maybe somebody's loved one, wanted to speak and say something, right? And it was usually beautiful. It was, messages from loved one, can I speak? Loved ones, etc. My time's running out. And it was very nice. And then after, I didn't let it come through. I didn't. I was too young. I was naive. I was, scared. Hello. And after La Misa, it's called despojar. We all just, put agua florida, the Florida water on us, and we shoo away anything that wanted to stay on us, energies. Because when you're high vibrational, when you're positive, when you're nice, when you're good, bad energies can stick on you. And wherever you go, you need to say, okay, no bad energies, negative energies are going to stay with me. I'm not taking anything home with me either. Point blank, period. So we did all that, and then all of a sudden, one of the main women that were the main leaders, I guess, I don't know, it's a weird name, of the misa, of the mass, came up to me and said, why didn't you let them go through you? I promise you, I looked at her and I said, in Spanish, of course, tenía mucho miedo. I was very scared. And then she reiterated, you never have to be scared. You never, never have to be scared, especially if you're in this kind of scenario. You're with us. We're going to protect you. Your spirit guides protect you. All the positivity around you. Like so many people were there, right? And I would say there was about 15. I don't recall, but I know I was in that little circle. We were all had the folding chairs. That's what they would do in these places. Oh my God, I'm going way back. And they would do the folding chairs and open them up, and there was cafe, there was pastelito, it was such a beautiful experience. Nothing negative whatsoever, but it was scary. It was scary. But then the woman coming up to me and why didn't you let the spirit come through? I was like, what? How did you know? Number one, because they see. That's what I hope to have as I get older. More vision, because I do hear a lot of things and feel also. But you can't let it get to you. You can't. We are the meat suit, as I've been saying. Okay. All right. Let me know what you think.